fam, Daily fam, are you guys in for a treat? Because we have a whole bunch of new reveals. Let's get straight into this, man. We got this new Kurt Angle. Now, these are just the render images. We don't have the full type of concept within most of these figures, but we do have a defining moments Kurt Angle, man. And it looks like he has... Why does that look like the poo emoji? Am I tripping, man? That kind of looks like the poo emoji that's on his head, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be shaving cream when he lost the hair versus hair match against Edge. I'm pretty sure he comes with 2 gold medals. He also comes with his headgear as well. Oh no, that's his hair. That's his hair. And then he comes with that looks like a razor to shave his hair with, man. And then you got the shaving cream on top. We also got a Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. He comes with a bell. He comes with a screaming head scan. Now, I'm not sure if this figure is going to have blood, because I believe since it is a defining moment during this time and period, you know, he did have a lot of blood after the match. I forget who he versed. Please let me know in the comment section down below. But he comes with a screaming head scan. He comes with a regular head scan as well. Cloth goods t-shirt. Man, this figure looks absolutely sick, man. Just render images. So I'm not going to be rating any of these right here. I mean, if you guys do want me to rate the render images, honestly, I feel like this Kurt Angle is going to be absolutely fantastic, man. I got to give this figure at least a 7 out of 10. I got to give this Stone Cold at least a 8 out of 10, man. It looks amazing. Oh my gosh, this is a 9 out of 10 figure. Render image Paul E. Dangerous Lee, aka Paul Heyman, man. He's coming with a cloth goods robe, jacket, whatever you guys want to call it. He comes with a hat as well, a microphone. He comes with a headpiece, all of that, man. Earphones or headphones, whatever you guys want to call it. A necklace, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this figure is absolutely amazing. It's sick. I'm glad they included this. It's a 9 out of 10 render image figure. I believe it's gonna look amazing, man. And then we got Logan Paul. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know why we have Logan Paul in this series at all. Honestly, the only Logan Pauls that I will be looking to buy is if Logan comes with some type of prime bottle, which they haven't been throwing in any more prime bottles within his action figures. Only one. We got one blue prime bottle, and that was about it, man. He comes with the United States Championship. You know, as much as people hate Logan Paul, I like watching him in the ring. Honestly, he's pretty entertaining to me. You never know what's going to happen during a Logan Paul match, especially at Wrestlemania. But it's kind of dumb that they included him in a wave of, like, literal legends. It doesn't really make any sense. But I got to give this figure a rating of at least... it doesn't really interest me too much. I'd give it a 7 out of 10, man. Now we have a From the Vault Series 6. Now we have Cactus Jack, RVD, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, man. Now this Cactus Jack looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely nailed it, man. Honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 figure from... I wouldn't say not. I would say this is a 9 out of 10. He looks a little too skinny in the legs. Even in the regular, you know, chest piece, he looks a little bit way too skinny, in my opinion, man. We also got a Scott Hall from the Vault as well. NWO gear, Outsiders gear, whatever you guys want to call it. He looks pretty cool. I like the smiling head scan. I got to give that figure at least a 7 out of 10, man. They absolutely nailed it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. They nailed it. We also got, these look like re-releases, honestly, because I remember having this figure, and he was from a Target's Legend exclusive line. And yeah, this basically, yeah, these are re-releases, man. These are re-releases, so I can't rate them actually that high. I'm going to take that back on the Scott Hall. I'm going to say that's a 7 out of 10. I'm going to say this is also a 7 out of 10 Kevin Nash, man. Only because we've seen it already. All right, now this is something completely brand new. We got this Rob Van Dam, man. Look at this attire. I like the graffiti type of spray painted attire he is wearing. Singlet, whatever you guys want to call that. It looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. It comes with a trash can as well. We don't see too many trash can accessories. This RVD gotta at least get a 8.5 out of 10, man. Absolutely sick. And I'm also going to like this page because now that is a set of figures that I actually do like. So that gets a like from me. All right, now we have a Survivor Series 2025 set. It comes with JD McDonuts in a Judgment Day inspired gear. Now we know the Judgment Day is coming to a breakage, is coming to an end. So it's kind of stupid that they even made them. We don't know what the head skin looks like. I like all the accessories and stuff like that. It's giving Punisher vibes. This figure looks absolutely incredible. I gotta give this at least a 7 out of 10, man. That's a pretty sick figure right there. We got the 1-2-3 kid. Now I gotta rate this figure pretty low. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. This is nothing that catches my eye. It's nothing that interests me right off the gate, man. I'm not too big on the 1-2-3 kid. I never thought, he was that interesting. I know it's X-Pac and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I just don't know what accessories it's gonna be coming with. So yeah, that gotta be a 6. Maybe I'm gonna say it's a 5 out of 10 actually. And we got something different from the War Games Survivor Series. Cody Rhodes in a freaking face paint, man. Oh my goodness. Now this is something different. I'm glad they switched it up for us for Cody Rhodes action figures. This is sick, man. I gotta be honest. This is completely sick. I like this a lot. I can't really see the neck tattoo, and it looks a little off. I don't know how that's gonna mesh in with the face paint he has going. So I gotta give this figure at least the face paint. Honestly, kind of looks a little messy, man. I don't know if it's just me. It's like they just thrown in some silver and blackage in there. I don't know what's going on. It's not something I really like at all. I'm not a fan of the head scan too much. I don't know how accurate it. This is not really very accurate. He had maybe a little bit more of a clean look. If he comes with another head scan, it would make sense why they released a figure like this. But honestly, I got to give this figure at least a 7 out of 10. It's okay. I'm not really too big on the attire as well. Nick Aldis, now he has a big freaking forehead, man. That doesn't really look like Nick Aldis to me. I don't know about you guys. He has a more of a sharper, pointier head. This is kind of wider head. Yeah, I'm not too big on this at all. I got to give this figure at least a 5 out of 10, man. Yeah, Nick Aldis. Did I skip Bret Hart? I see Bret Hart in the back. I see a Triple H in the back as well. Okay, I did. Now, Bret the Hitman Hart. We've been seeing too many of these guys. Yeah, too many Bret Harts, man. It doesn't interest me. The head skin actually looks awful. It looks like an old grandma, like an old lady or something. Like, I don't know what's going on. He looks like a literal grandma, man. This is stupid. This is awful. We've seen better Bret Harts. They can never get his head scan right at all. I got to give this figure a 5 out of 10, man. Yeah, we've seen, better Bret Harts in the past. Now, I'm not going to go over this too much because we have seen this before, but we got R-Truth and The Miz. That Miz doesn't really look like him too much. Yeah, that's pretty awful, man. I gotta give this figure. I like the attire though. I like everything it comes with. This Miz, I gotta give at least a. I want to say 6 out of 10. It's not a bad figure. This R-Truth is a 9 out of 10. I don't care what anybody says. The accessories, the cloth t-shirt, everything. This figure is absolutely amazing. This is a 9 out of 10. Like just a different type of head scan. The dreads they got going on. We got the dreads, the blonde tips going. This is sick, man. Amazing R-Truth. That's a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10, man, for sure. We also got this Triple H. Now, this does look like Triple H. I will say that. I feel like the head scan maybe just needs to be a little bit smaller. And they got it. They nailed it. But, it's still not bad. I give it an 8 out of 10, man. This whole set gets a 9 out of 10 from me, though. I gotta like it, man. Gotta like it. It's a great set right there. A lot of people thought it was random, but they're just saying that because R-Truth is in there. It's not random, man. It's like, just please, guys, just stop discriminating. R-Truth, he goes well with that. You're gonna buy it, man. It looks good. All right, now we also got a WWE Legends exclusive line. Now, I believe this is gonna be exclusive to Target. We got the big evil Undertaker. This figure right here gets a solid 9 out of 10 from me. I wish it came with a cloth goods shirt, but still not bad at all. I can't really see all of the attire, but it's not looking too bad. We got Terry Funk. I got to give that figure a 6 out of 10. I liked all the cloth goods accessory. I'm not a fan of the head scan, though. It kind of looks stupid. I feel like we've seen better Terry Funks. Just, I don't know. We're not seeing too much of it. We got the Great Muta as well. Wow. For them to actually create an Ultimate Edition of this figure and then make an Elite right off bat, right off the rip, man, just, kind of defeats the purpose of the Ultimate Edition, in my opinion, because this looks way better than the Ultimate Edition. I'm being 100% honest with you guys right now. This looks way better than the Ultimate Edition they are making. Now, this is why I tell you guys every single time, do not waste your money on Ultimate Editions when you could get Elites that look exactly the same, even better, man. And this figure right here looks even freaking better. Oh, it looks like we got a Chase Terry Funk. Now, since it's blue, my favorite color is blue. I like this figure a lot. I'm going to still give it a 7 out of 10. We also got, Billy Gunn before he was Billy Gunn. This is not bad at all. I like all the accessories these Legends figures are coming with. It's pretty damn cool. I gotta also like this page. This is freaking sick, man. This whole line. I gotta give that figure a solid... I'm not too big on him. I didn't grow up watching him. Stuff like that. But I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 just for all the accessories he comes with. The freaking Godfather. Now, I believe they did make changes to this figure's head scan and just overall figure, because I remember the first going around, I said he looks like a Black Post Malone, man. And, I didn't like him too much. I didn't like the figure at all. But now looking at it, looking at the accessories, all the colors, coming aligned, this is going to be Legends exclusive to Target as well. But this Godfather action figure got to get a solid 9 out of 10 from me, man. This figure looks absolutely amazing. You can't really ruin it. It's the Godfather. It's a Godfather, man. Wow. This is awful. Wow, he looks like a have y'all ever watched that movie, The Good Dinosaur? Or have you ever seen, like, a picture of the cover of the movie, The Good Dinosaur? Why does his face look like the Good Dinosaur? Why does he look like a good dinosaur, man? What is going on? You guys know what I'm talking about? That Disney movie? And he looks like a cat. He looks like the mixture of a dinosaur from that Disney movie and a Cabbage Patch Kid. Man, a Cabbage Patch doll. This is awful. I don't like the head scan at all. Just for the head scan, I gotta give this figure a 6 out of 10, man. I like all the accessories. I like the colors and all. I like the, that comes with an apple as well. That's something cool. But yeah, he looks like the good dinosaur, man. I gotta give that a 6 out of 10. I don't know what the hell happened. He was looking good in his first render images, and they just dropped the ball on that figure, man. And now I believe this is Lita. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but this is the first time we're seeing a breakaway title, and it's gonna be a women's title, the old women's title, which is pretty sick if you ask me. I don't know too much about who this is. I'm not even sure if it's Lita for real, but I could only really remember Lita holding this women's championship during that time period. I don't know too much about this. Render images. She comes with a cross as well, it looks like, which is pretty cool. I don't know. It's interesting to see the breakage of the title. I got to give this figure render images. Me, pushing my theory on this being a good figure. I got to give it a 7 out of 10, man. I believe it still will be a great figure. It's pretty interesting that they added that Lita in the set as well. We also got Rosie, hero in training. We already seen these figures. I'm not going to put my ratings or anything like that. Just go back and watch the old videos and stuff like that, man. This Kurt Angle, what the hell happened to his nose? Looked like somebody punched him in his nose, and his nose is swollen. Yeah, damn it, man. I wanted to buy this figure too, but that head scan is awful. In my opinion, of course. It looks terrible, honestly. Oh, man. Damn it, man. It looks like he ate chocolate as well and got punched in his nose, and his nose is swollen as hell. Yeah, this is not good. I'll give a rating on the Rosie gets a 7 out of 10. This Kurt Angle, this gets a 7.5 out of 10 for that Kurt Angle, man. Now we got Freddie Blassie, and I don't know too much about these guys. You know, it's not my time period. If you guys want me to rate these overall as a figure, I got to give it a 6 out of 10. You know, it's just a normal, basic legend type of figure, man. We also got Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Now, this is somebody who was never basic and was never regular on his attires, man. Just from the scissors, from, you know, what he wore to the ring, his robe, all of that, man. I also like the pink he comes with, you know, added to his attire and stuff like that, man. I got to give this figure. He looks a little small. He kind of looks like one of those superstar figures. If you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he looks a little small, man. I don't know if that's just the images, the pictures they took. But the head scan kind of looks goofy as well. It looks a little cartoonish, you know, to make it look more like a superstar figure. But I gotta give this Brutus the Barber Beefcake a solid 7.5 out of 10. We got Virgil. Oh my gosh. This figure is sick, man. He might be a little too jacked. And, you know, the head scan's not really matching up. It's not aligning with his arms, man. Holy man. Wow. His arms are huge. He comes with stash of money. You know, that's my type of figure. But this Virgil, damn, minus the arms, I got to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. It's not bad. We got Cody Rhodes. Dashing Cody Rhodes? Or is this Legacy Cody Rhodes? We have a Legacy Cody. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a Legacy Cody Rhodes. Wow, this is pretty cool. Never really was a fan of Cody Rhodes during that time period. I mean, did he really ever talk when he was on the Legacy? Let's be honest, man. You know, it's more of like a background type of dancer, man. He's just a guy in the background. You know, a side character. But now Cody Rhodes, you know, he's bigger than ever. You know, I'm proud of him, man. But this figure, I got to give a 5 out of 10. I'm not really too big on it. Plus the Legacy cloth goods t-shirt, I got to give this figure a 6 out of 10 just because of that. Dusty Rhodes, now this figure's amazing. I like it a lot. I wish it came with a red, what do you call that, man? What's the word? What's the elbow pad? I wish it was a red elbow pad, man. And they would have completely nailed it for me. I would have had to buy it. I got to give this figure a 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10 for the Dusty Rhodes. I'm also going to drop a like on that page, a wave of figures. We got Lola Vice Prototype. Okay, they try to rhyme. Now, I don't know if both of these figures are supposed to be Lola Vice, but, you know, it's render images. I don't know too much. I hope she looks good. I'm not going to rate her at all. We also got this Cody Rhodes Elite 120. Now, have we seen this already? Were these released in stores? If not, I gotta rate this a solid 8 out of 10, man. I like the pink a lot. I'm not a fan of the head scan too much. It looks like he's bleeding in his face a little bit. It looks like he's missing some teeth. I don't know what's going on with that. Now, I like this more serious look from Cody. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't like that head scan at all. I don't know what it is. I'm not really too big of a fan of this head scan. I feel like they've been reusing this head scan a little bit too much. This is the same head scan that they've been using for the Goldust and Cody Rhodes battle pack. If you know, you know that this is literally that exact head scan. They just added blonde. You know, they probably molded on his hair piece a little bit more, but they literally keep using that same freaking head scan. Like, why, man? It's so stupid, man, to me. This is probably the only like new type of head scan, and you know, it just looks like he got punched in his mouth. He's missing teeth and his mouth is bleeding. So I'm not really a fan of this. The suit, you know, carries. Both of these suits carry these Cody Rhodes head scans, man. Honestly, I don't know how that tattoo is gonna align on his neck as well. What did I give this? I gave this a 8 out of 10, and I gotta give this brown suit a man. I gotta give it like a 7 out of 10, man. Well, now we have a LA Knight. Yeah! This is a up-and-coming elite prototype. We can't see what it looks like too much. I do like the red and white attire. I gotta give this a 6 out of 10. It's not bad at all. Now, he is gonna be coming with his Ultimate Edition hands that he came with, you know, his hand signs that he throws up before he gets in the ring and stuff like that, or on the ropes, you know, of the ring, when he is talking to the crowd and stuff like that, man. This figure is a solid render image. You can't really tell what the head scan is looking like. I got to give this a, oh yeah, I already gave it a rating, man. I think I said 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I forget. Now we also got Liv Morgan. I'm not a fan of the head scan at all. That doesn't even really look like her. That looks like Trish Stratus a little bit. If we're being honest, yeah, that doesn't even really too much look like Liv Morgan. And wow, is it just me or her wrestling tights are a little too small? I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not really a fan of this figure. I don't like the dirty Dom. Yeah, Liv Morgan, you know, she's gonna be dating me one day, so I don't need her to. I'm not buying a figure with another man's name on it. You know, I'm just being honest. But overall, this is not a bad figure at all. You know, it's Liv Morgan. I like the black and white. She comes with the Women's World title. I gotta give this figure at least a minus the head. She looks like Trish Stratus, though. Am I tripping? No, she literally looks like Trish Stratus in the face. That's stupid, man. I give this a 6 out of 10. Yeah, they kind of failed it on that one. We also got this Dominic Mysterio in the set with Liv Morgan as well. Now, this dirty Dom, you got that dirty mustache. He doesn't really look like Dominic Mysterio, man. Am I tripping? I don't know. A lot of these figures are not really looking too much like themselves, man. You know, like the wrestlers. And his arm's a little too big. We all know Dominic is not that jacked. Let's be honest, man. But I like the attire a lot. You know, Dominic's attire is always freaking look, you know, eye-catching to me. I got to give this figure a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. This is an 8 out of 10. I always like the cow-inspired gear and stuff like that. But I think Daily Fam, I'm going to end the video right there. There will be a part 2, so stay tuned today. I will be showing you guys everything that Mattel drops, you know, ringside, all of that, man. But yeah, Daily Fam, I am out. These are also my opinions as well on the figures, because I know you guys probably see these images anywhere else and stuff like that already before me. But these are my opinions on the figures, and these are, you know, the best ways, best advice I'm going to give you to buying a certain type of figure, man. And if I had to be honest, definitely 100% buy this Dominic Mysterio. I also got to drop a like on it. It's a pretty great figure in my opinion, man. But Daily Fam, I'm out.